We'll play French English.
True, that could be very, very good.
Okay, nerds, game 1. We're on
Right,
Scandinavia.
OP.
We're on Scandinavia.
Scandinavia.
Yes. It's let me swap the sides here. Yeah. So Furby with Gun playing Order of the Dragon against Jimmy's HRE.
Keep in mind
We
that
already have one. Nope.
Keep in mind that Order of the Dragon is an HRE variant and not a China variant, as I mistakenly thought for the first 3 months of playing the game.
Yeah. Little on the racist side to assume dragons are Chinese, but we'll just let that one
Vlad
lie.
Dracula. They're Romanians, right?
Who's Romanian?
Good.
Order of the Dragon?
Order of the Dragon. Yeah, they're led by Vlad Dracula. Right?
Vlad Impaler?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Impaler.
Okay, like,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm just here for the RTS.
It'd be interesting here to see if either player goes for fish. Because they kind of have to.
So if anybody goes for fish, I honestly think it should be Furby. I think he's got a solid enough handle on the game and the mechanics and things like that to go out and try something new like that. But it looks like he's elected to go onto the deer instead. It's funny, we structured the tournament in such a way that you can't really avoid the water maps, but you do have the option of just simply ignoring the water. Obviously at a huge downside to you, but I mean, we've seen it work.
Where's that bill going? Oh, dear.
Seems to be the deer.
Yeah, so they're both doing a deer opener.
That's pretty strange on Dark Age for both these civs.
Yeah, I'd be interested in knowing what Jimmy's been doing as far as research and stuff goes, because we've definitely seen him do some interesting builds in the last few days. Actually, I can't spoil my series with him because that hasn't been casted yet, but like we've seen him whip out Pro Scouts, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen Pro Scouts HRE in a very, very long time. So look at the sheep on this guy.
What if you got to the dark side of Vladdy's channel?
Yeah, he found some like season 5 build. Minework Palace.
And what does the minework do?
What does the minework do, right? Actually, let's ask Purdy this. Do you know what the
I was just sitting here, I'm like, Hawken Chapel is the inspiration. Minework Palace was able to, and it might still be, but you were able to train units out of it.
Oh, close. That's the next one.
I would like to point out, Furby was getting mad at me in chat for blocking Ali's wall with my scout, but he is currently pushing away all the deer with his scout, which is way worse of a crime.
Oh, you think... Oh, it was like you were being accused of tryharding by blocking the wall.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
And now he's pushing away all the deer.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're
now,
going to do...
Sure
you should just
Furby
be...
and not baby Furby.
Yeah. If you want to piss off the scout, rather than pull the shanks out, just start clubbing the sheep, because you one-shot the sheep, and it is a significant way to fight back there. But getting back to the mine work, it's actually a blacksmith. So all the tech here costs 50% less, and research is 50% faster. But they do have a castle age up that works as a barracks at like 400% speed.
And that gives infantry charge damage to the Beargrave. But
yes.
Notably, the minework has unique technologies in it that you can't get if you don't go minework.
Riddle me this, not a beaver. What is the difference between the minework palace on the HRE versus the Order of the Dragon?
The HRE one has an upgrade to damage for horsemen and spears, and the OTD one has an upgrade that makes men-at-arms take less damage at low health.
Let's go.
I don't know the other unique... I think they have one that makes torches do AoE damage. Or is that just a normal OTD upgrade?
Let's take a look-see, shall we?
That's a noble.
Gilded crossbows do more damage against siege randomly. The golden
Landsknecht my enemies.
golden cuirass. Military Academy. Yeah, I don't see the upgrades that you were talking about, but I do see these ones.
The men at arms one.
Oh yeah. Admittedly, I was updating to add Purdy's name to the caster list and only just glazed over what you said, but here we go. Early gilded Manitoms are on their way.
And now, for my own knowledge, because I haven't kept super up to date with patches, Order of the Dragon, every unit is still the equivalent of 2 from a normal civ, right?
Yeah, basically. It's actually pronounced Order the Dragon.
Order of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Especially when Order of the Dragon.
Especially when Belligerent Lamb plays it. He's like, oh, looks like he's going for Order the Dragon. Okay.
So interestingly, HRE has feudal men-at-arms, but those won't be an answer for the men-at-arms of the Order of the Dragon, because Order of the Dragon have a high base damage on them, meaning they can punch through armor much easier than the HRE men-at-arms can.
Making a beeline for this
what would be the
deer
counter
situation.
here?
Aging up. You could go all pikes and spam horsemen, which might be what we're seeing here. Or you could go all pikes and spam spearmen. Not great options. Prelate healing is definitely an advantage. OTD doesn't get prelates.
Okay. So I'd be curious to see what happens when these guys turn and fight. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Furby looks like he's just got his barracks set to just send them directly over to the mill.
Okay. So far, a perfect game from Jimmy, according to destruction value. And he's... Oh, I was going to say he's ahead on workers, but that is to be expected with this civilization. Yeah, these men-at-arms are really just not doing anything.
There's a lot of money to lose here.
Yeah.
And can we double check that Jimmy does have all pikes? It's in the mine work. Yep. So that's +2 damage on the horsemen. That's why they can punch through the armor.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they always do 11 damage? Because that's a little bit crazy.
And then with +1
spears to answer
when
to
he gets it.
Horseman.
Yeah. Adding in spears, I do like that. 14 damage per strike is pretty deadly, but +40 versus cavalry for a 52 damage swing, that's pretty good. Boom.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
But of course, the HRE spears would beat the OTD ones thanks to all pikes. But we go archers.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me some archers, especially if you can get a couple of knights in there.
The food situation on this map is pretty grim if you don't go in water, right? It's all just sort of in the center, and so it really rewards the civilizations who grab a little bit of tempo and map control. Oh, but look at this! Cute little counterattack there, but yeah, like I was saying, just everything is in the center as far as deer and boar and things go, so being pushed off that pack, you see the rest of his food is sitting there in his hands.
Now, I still think HRE is very strong here if they just dock right now.
Dock right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could sneak it off and not get caught, but it is way too late now. These men-at-arms are going to absolutely just take over.
Yeah, we lost some horsemen that we shouldn't. Like, we shouldn't be fighting with half HP horsemen when we have the prelates.
I mean, I can understand in the heat of the moment of being like, okay, yeah, you know, if I send all these horsemen, it should be able to deal with this very quickly, but the spears coming up behind and just stunning them and locking them in place to finish them off is probably not the most cost-efficient means of a trade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to deal with it even when you do have a food Ukiyo, but he's 0 food per minute, not even enough for to put a villager in queue, and so the contain play here from Furby the gun is gonna be. Looks like it's gonna be enough. We could trade for food as like a last minute thing, but then what are you gonna do? It just really seems like he's comfortable back here. He was out on the.
Right, there's no pressure, right?
Yeah, he was out on the deer so early that he was actually able to come back. Like he's still got sheep alive up here to harvest from.
What's the ball of red units up by the trade post? It's coming back.
Villagers. Oh, he's got sheep up here.
Is he long distance sheeping or long distance fishing?
Oh, he's going on these deer over here.
Now, I was speaking to Jimmy the other night about markets and trade. He's a little iffy on it because he's not used them frequently enough. So it's just like, I just don't know when to put a market down and what to trade for.
Trading can get you in trouble. Like, as you trade one resource for another, the deals get worse and worse and worse. So 100 for 100, and then eventually you pay 110, but you only get 90. And then it's like 120, but you only get 80. And it's actually just deleting your resources after a while. It's so much better
the starting
to just...
value is not 100 for 100, it's 130 for 100, but I appreciate the Roos knowledge there.
It's with Roos it's a different story altogether, but I don't know. The point remains, it's so much better to learn how to just properly balance your economy and use the market as an emergency outlet, because some people just get a little bit too comfortable with it, and it is just effectively deleting your resources. It's good in a pinch.
And you pick up Sengoku, and the pros are like, "Oh yeah, just buy food in the Dark Age."
Yeah, I mean,
Or,
it has. If you're gonna be deleting resources, it has to be worth it. And yeah, in that Sengoku example, you're buying like a really outrageous timing, or making up for a little bit of delay in your age up. So it's more than just the math game.
Because Furby now knows that there is another mill going on with a bunch of villagers with no military protection.
Does he know? Oh, he figured it out somehow.
He does.
Oh,
his scout was back there.
Oh, yeah.
You need the stone for a daimyo, and it's just more efficient to collect the gold.
Yeah.
And then sell. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, that too. So yeah, without some kind of other contributing factor, like, you definitely get yourself in trouble by just trading for the lulz.
Like, KT could probably sell wood.
Yeah.
Big fight here, but I don't know if the archers can really do much to the men at arms.
I don't think there's enough horsemen. They're still called horsemen, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough horsemen here to equate the difference. So at this point, Jimmy's just trading out villagers, throwing everything at the wall, hoping something sticks long enough to get him some breathing room.
Pretty well thought, though. I mean, given the food situation, he has built, A, the right units, B, he's controlled them really well. He got all the right upgrades he needed to get this fight done, but, so yeah. Really well played, obviously up against a pretty tough, undefeated opponent in, I thought you were accusing me of spoiling results. I was like, no. We have no idea what's going to go down here.
No.
Okay, game number 2. Belligerent Lamb finding some time to himself to hop in and say what's up to the lads. Very nice, very nice. Hope things are well over there. We're just getting into game number 2 between JimmySchmo and Furby with a gat. Let me update the score.
So Jimmy, because he lost, is able to play HRE again?
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah, this season you just can't play a civ that you've already gotten the win with. So I think it's kind of an
Can we go
interesting
to
thing.
villager distribution?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, you want to sit here and critique
The
Furby's
English.
English playing.
The English play.
I am. I'm curious.
As
Like,
soon as
I'm
you asked
already
for
confused.
the split, I was like, oh.
Already confused.
Why they ate on food already? Come on.
I mean, food is good.
So I'm curious to know, is Belligerent Lamb still just using Zuji's legacy and all-inning everybody and getting the wins, or have people wisened up?
People
He's a
have
French
not
player.
people have not wisened up. However, he has a few more tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, Jimmy just business as usual, slow and steady. Yes, thankfully we have a new Twitch name over there. Very nice.
No longer Wukong.
Yeah.
Just giving up the ways of the League of Legends. So that was another question, just for some history here. Jimmy was asking me the other night, because I was spectating some games he was playing. He was curious about the right pathing for scouting,
Oh yeah.
because he said that he felt like he would scout, but he would never find anything because he was always just sticking to the edge of the map. So hopefully, moving forward, we can see.
Yeah.
'Cause I told him, like, it's best to kind of just go down or up, depending which one's longer, from your spawn point, and then cut across to the middle. And that way there, you're
Map
usually a bit better.
dependent.
Map dependent, of course.
Yeah.
But I also said, try not to just shift click it and let it AFK pick up. Like, try to keep an eye on it while you're moving around during your start, because having 5 extra sheep can be a huge difference.
If I were to give some advice to beginners on scouting, all of this area that he can see outside of the boundaries is wasted. There's nothing back here. You can't go back here, and so having vision of it isn't worth it. And similarly, being up against trees is inefficient because stuff can't spawn in there. You want to ideally have as big an open space you can have around your scout as possible. Like the circle of your vision should just touch the outside, and that's basically it. Of course, there's like you want to keep it moving. You don't want to ever stop. You want to watch it and not just shift click it around. But as far as like where to find sheep on each map, it is insanely map dependent. I highly recommend everybody just hop into a match with another computer. That part's important, because sheep spawn around each opponent in a certain way. So get into a match against an opponent, revealed map, just see where all the sheep are. You'll notice trends. It's funny that Jimmy loves to pick Dry Arabia for game 2, because on Dry Arabia map, on this map, sheep do happen to spawn around the edges. And so maybe he just plays most of his practice matches there, and that's why he's gotten that habit. But yeah. Super map dependent. And civ dependent to a certain degree too. So like with Roos, I want to scout towards my enemy, find where his scout is, so that my second scout can go in the other direction and cut them off. Yeah, you scout a little bit closer to home.
You scout behind your you scout behind your base to check for berries to know if you need to build cisterns in that direction.
Yeah. If I find sheep in an area that's more to the right side of the map, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah.
But we see 2 TC English with the king.
2 TC and a king is a pretty potent build nowadays.
I won't mention that the second TC is not down yet, but...
So wait, how do you see 2 TC?
He has 280 stone. And he almost has 400 wood banked.
Okay. I forget all the resource costs.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, he'll plop down that second TC. Where's the best spot for it?
It's like
well, you
probably
could just
close to a
put
tree
it
line or gold.
right behind your base on that gold. Yep. Pretty much there. You would want to tuck it just the right distance so that there's 6 tiles between it and your main TC.
Okay, yeah.
Just so you can fit like the farm exactly in there, have all your villagers nice and close to your garrison.
Yeah. You wouldn't think about like securing additional food with it, putting it pretty far from home. I don't know, like these.
I mean, you can. It's just dangerous, and this is super safe.
You could even like grab this boar and maybe pull him in somewhere, but
You could go right there. That would be fine if
Oh,
you
let's
trust
go.
it yourself.
We've got the king causing some chaos.
First villager is down.
Gathering 120 stone. Maybe we'll see a stone tower.
A wall?
Oh, he went back on stone.
He never got off it.
Well, I saw him like do a couple manual turn-ins like that, and so I was kind of thinking
Jimmy has
like,
spent the resources on the wall, but is he actually building the wall?
yeah, he's down here starting away at it. The
I do like to see him building walls because I know, again, myself, I've never built walls. No, that's not true. Like twice I built walls in my time playing Age of Empires.
yeah, it's definitely something
Because I
that,
usually just, need the wood for archers.
yeah.
It's not that much wood.
No, I need all of the wood for archers.
It doesn't
And
feel
more
very
archery
important.
ranges.
It doesn't feel very important as far as like all the other things you need to be doing. I think if you have limited bandwidth, it can feel like a bit of a tax to just go and build walls and things like that.
In
Especially,
the end, it saves bandwidth.
kinda, yeah, I suppose. But
See, I would have liked to have seen a tower, especially since he knows that the king is around.
a tower.
Just like a little tower on that gold, because that could have been the difference maker right there in killing that king.
Yeah,
If he had a tower up
Well-
and sieged his vills.
yeah.
The +1 range damage is definitely the reason the king's taking any damage at all, so I'm very happy to see the +1 range damage as like a response to seeing armored units.
Tower's kind of a
And
neat
he's
idea though,
grabbing-
because not only does it give you like a garrison spot, but it increases your vision out here, so you can kind of see him coming in. But oh no, it's a third
Lamb's
TC.
showing his French privilege. Oh, I love it. Yeah, only French can two-shot vills with a knight.
Charge plus an auto attack. No, yeah. So French get bonus damage after charge. No other unit works like that.
It does look like we're getting the pike upgrade that Beaver likes.
Oh,
coming out
pikes.
here.
Yeah, all pikes is gonna be good.
I'm curious to know if he's making that because of the king, if he took that upgrade, or if he's expecting more cavalry units from, or I
From
guess cavalry archer units
The
from
upgrades
Furby.
kind of just crazy because you can just fight spear on spear and trade super efficient.
yeah. I don't like H3 going archers. I think spear horse would have been better. Yeah, that's
Spear horse is my favorite comp.
spear horse is pretty badass. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'd love to see him pressing this advantage, you know?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's even scouted the second TC, let alone the third one, so he doesn't really know the urgency of the situation, but kind of just focusing on getting his eco set up while he masses up units here, so...
And they didn't revert that buff to English farms, right?
No, yeah, they're as potent
They're
as
half
ever.
price and faster.
Potent as ever.
They're actually probably faster than when you looked. They did get a buff.
They got 2 buffs.
Something like that. Still on stone, too.
But
Are we
English
gonna see
also
a
got a
4th
hunting
TC?
buff, so I'd love to see hunt.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I know, you made fun of me for it.
I was like, why the hell do you have a campfire next over here? But yeah. Yeah, this villager count is really starting to get out of control, and it's only going to get worse. So, oh,
I was gonna say one of them is the unit printer too, right? I just wish he could see those TCs.
Yeah.
A Burgrave would go hard right now, anyways.
Yeah, and
He's
then
gotta
just
think-
send it.
Yep, Burgrave send it would win the game.
He's got to think something is up though. Like the only unit you've seen over 10 minutes into the game is a king.
Normally, when you see Quick Knight, though, it's not 3TC from your opponent. I don't know if he knows the king is, you know, the king and not a knight.
True. Well, but it does have the crown over it.
I know.
Yeah, but
A lot of people just
you know why?
treat it like a king because they just see French so much online.
That's fair. That's fair.
They treat it like a. Oh, does he have? He's
Knight?
just so close to figuring out what's going on, but just not quite being active enough with the scout.
I played the game today as English against a 1700 player, and he just assumed I was going king and made a barracks, and then got ran over by a council hall all in.
Wow. I'm
So
surprised
it's 1700s do it too.
I'm surprised you went for that. Wow.
It was on Prairie. I think it's strong on
I'm
that
not
map.
too surprised.
These archers actually just pelting hard.
You can just move that scout up like a hair.
Yeah. Yeah, this eco's just starting to get unruly.
I will say I am happy that Jimmy has stuck with Age of Empires because it was very difficult to get him to even give it a shot.
He does. He's one of these guys who just like reluctantly loves the game. It's like this game
Serial
sucks.
grinding away all day and then messaging the Discord about how much he hates it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's someone else I know like that.
Relatable. Relatable.
We do have 13 villagers sitting idle right now on the side of Jimmy.
Burgrave.
They're not idle. They're planning. They're just discussing
They're
the.
plotting the oppression of the English.
Okay, so first step in Burgrave's send it is complete. Okay, he does see something going on here. Maybe this will.
I mean, personally, if I see this going up, I'm going to investigate. What are you hiding behind that wall?
What are you doing?
Like, do you got some cool stuff back there? Because I like cool stuff.
I mean, against English, you really have to see what's going on with the stone. The reluctant likers is 50% of the league. It's so true. I'm not even a reluctant liker at this point.
I thought
I'm
he
just
was talking about
reluctant.
League of Legends. Oh, I'm brain rotted. Oh.
No, dude.
Well,
No,
not the league.
not that league. Of our league, yeah. I'm not even a reluctant liker at this point. I'm just reluctant.
Alright, so we've got Burgrave finishing. Let's see what we get pumping out. Let's see if these villagers go back to work. We've got a white tower coming in from Furby.
Where's this gonna go now?
But that
Where
only shoots arrows.
Yeah, where it's going in the northeastern side of the base next to the gold. I'm wondering if he's going to leave the wall free there, so that way that's the only place for an attack to come in and just get pelted and almost herded in.
Yeah, I guess he feels like the TCs will do a good enough job of just securing this area, but
And we know they won't against double arrow protection men at arms.
yeah, you gotta feel like just plopping it here is probably best.
I love it there.
Can
Love
we
it.
see what the per minute is? I'm just curious as
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
we should swap
situation
that.
here.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we'll swap that back, yeah.
Okay, so we've got. I mean, that's a huge.
Yeah.
That just tells a whole other story right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I mean, getting his farm eco online, but it's just not gonna hit the same as English farms, so it is a pretty rough situation.
Another
The
both in
prelates
castle.
do make them gather faster than English farms, actually.
I probably would have put some on berries before putting down all the farms.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's just, again, I'm but a lowly gold
It saves
player.
you a few hundred wood. I like it.
Okay. He does see that the stone... Okay, he sees at least one additional town center.
He hasn't scouted the original town center, has he? That could just be the OG
He
one.
hasn't, so he could just assume that is the OG.
Oh, you gotta know that's not based on its position in the map and like how close it is to the wood line and stuff like that. We know he's new to the game, but surely he knows that's the second TC. At least. With a completely mined out stone, you gotta know that something is up. And just no units from your opponent for 15 plus minutes.
Do see upgrades coming in from both players right now.
We see 14 men at arms. That's beautiful. Is he taking relics? No, neither player.
Neither player taking relics, which is curious.
I mean, I guess Furby is at a definite higher skill tier than me. I would argue Jimmy is as well, but I think I still have a little bit of game knowledge on Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy did end up getting platinum, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like plat 1 against probably like plat 3 or diamond 1 maybe. I think on definitely on civs that he enjoys. I would say Furby's in diamonds, but otherwise this is probably like a bottom of plat versus top of plat type situation.
He was telling me he doesn't understand when we say he's diamond because he's never beat a diamond ladder opponent. But he's also never played against a diamond ladder opponent.
He doesn't play the game at all, seriously. He beat me
He's
when
like,
I
man,
was
I'm still in gold. Yeah, because you have 5 games played this season.
And you played them on as random. So, like, what are you doing? Okay.
Well, maybe he is gold. We see siege engineering coming in at 18 minutes here.
Yeah, okay, fair. Ooh, on the A move as they go and, Okay, so I guess trying to hit a timing here, or kind of just aware of the situation that his eco has put him in. Thinking that he's going to just send it.
We need +2 ranged armor for this push to work.
The StarCraft 2 houses.
I mean, I'm also guilty of doing that.
You had to do it in StarCraft because your base was so small.
True. Oh, that is a scary force behind a wall. And they're just going to pelt away at that front line.
With no +2, these men-at-arms are taking more than a single point of damage.
I don't know if that A move was the play here from Jimmy.
You've got no choice. Your opponent on multiple TCs has gotten the time to just like sit there and cook. Oh, those white tower, well, admittedly in a pretty random position, is actually getting shots in on this fight. Oh man, the longbows.
9 damage to 5 armor? Or is it 4 armor?
Why is there a trebuchet, boys? What is happening?
I mean, that didn't go as terribly as I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
It still wasn't great.
It's enough. It's enough to hold, and when you hold an attack with 123 villagers behind, you are in a good spot. This counterattack will almost certainly be enough.
Yeah, the Trebska's English has the unique tech for shattering projectiles so that they do AoE damage. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely the best unit to be making in that situation.
Why was that hell?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Palace of Swabia is kind of the only catch-up here, I think. Even then, I don't necessarily think that would be a catch-up. I think it would just be a band-aid on a gaping wound.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what's 4 TCs against 3, right? It won't catch you up that fast.
It would catch him up in villagers eventually, but investing 3,600 resources when you're in this spot is pretty tough. I think we'd sooner see Furby go up to Imperial here. That being said, longbows are... Oh man, what am I talking about? They're absolutely shredding these men-at-arms.
Well, there's crossbows mixed in there.
Not in this group.
There was. They died.
Well...
See, he's out on the deer now, but surely you would have had to get on the deer while,
Vill's in the fight. Pulling the boys.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta pull the boys.
Sometimes you do.
I'd like to see English bring out some Vills here, actually, and place down the towers for their 35% attack speed buff.
I would like to see any other siege in the game except a trebuchet here. I would take a siege tower.
Just wait
Yeah.
until those shattering projectiles get in there, man.
Yeah. It would catch him up, but... Yeah. I just don't know about all that. Oh well, good stuff. Good stuff. Just duking it out in the middle here, which we love to see, but good game. A swift
You know,
2-0.
if